Sean Stapelfeld is a traditional wet shaver who specializes in straight razor shaving. Sean has a YouTube channel with over 350 videos, over 1,500 subscribers, and over 600,000 views. Sean's video consists of general shaving tips and tips on honing straight razors. Sean is a selfless individual who is very generous with his knowledge, experience, and his willingness to always help others. I find Sean to be a pillar and a mentor in this community. I also consider him a friend and a teacher. Sean has started the craft of making his own shave soap, and the benefits of making your own shave soap is you can tailor the soap to your own specific wants. You can choose all natural ingredients that are healthy and gentle on your skin. You can design your own fragrances and turn it into a business if you choose, or you can just simply share it with your friends. Sean has sent me a sample of one of his soaps, and I'm going to shave with it, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, Nick here. Welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So here I have a sample of Sean Stapleton's shave soap. He sent me this sample so I could try it out and give him my feedback on what I thought about it. It smells really good, smells really clean. I actually took a chunk out of it and I've already shaved with it one time, so I kind of have an idea of what to expect from it. But as far as the scent's really clean. It smells like plants, and let me explain. It has a very good, pleasant smell to it. What it reminds me of is when we go to our powwows and we have all of the plants that we're going to use for our ceremonies, like sweetgrass, lemongrass, sage, and all the plants that we have set on a table. Every once in a while you get a hit of all those plants combined together, and that's what this scent smells like to me anyway. Yeah, it's really, really good. So I'm really excited to use this, especially filming it, because if you talk to Sean about his soaps or you see his videos and hear him talk about his soaps, he's very, very knowledgeable about the ingredients and what them ingredients do. And he's very passionate. You can just tell he's very passionate about what he's doing. And he's constantly experimenting with different bases and trying different things. And that's another reason I'm so excited for this. I believe this soap right here doesn't have the normal amount of fats in it. So I'm really excited about that, because that tells me that he's really doing his due diligence of experimenting with all these different techniques and all these different things. And he's trying to get the best out of all of them. So that tells me that in his hypothesis in the long run is going to lead to a superb product. And I can't wait for him to get to that place. So I'm very privileged and I'm very honored to use his soap today. Let's go over what I'm going to be using. I'm not going to be going with any pre-shave, because I just got out of the shower and my face is warm, my whiskers are warm, they're all prepped. I got 3 days of growth here, and I do have a cut right here. So if I start bleeding there, it's not the soap's fault, it's not the razor's fault, it's not my fault, it is what it is. So I'm going to be using Sean's soap here, and I'm also going to be bowl lathering. Sean is a big fan of bowl lathering. He prefers to bowl lather as to opposed to face lathering, so I'm going to do a bowl lather. I'm going with his shave soap. I'm going to go with the Strike Gold Shave Sacagawea Aftershave Splash. I got my Shave Nation Allen block here. I've got my Witch Hazel. And I'm going to be shaving with this, I don't know what you would call this, AC Shavette knockoff or Kamasori clone. Either way, I'm going to be shaving with this guy here. I really love this thing. And I got my lather bowl here that I'm going to be whipping up a lather with. I almost forgot my shave brush. I'm going to be using this Yachi shave brush right here. This is the Caramel Cat's Whiskers, and this is a beautiful, beautiful brush. I love this brush. I'm going to be using this guy today. So without further ado, let's whip up a lather. All right, I've got Sean's shave soap here, so I'm just going to grab some of this out with this scoop spoon here. I'm going to add it to the bowl here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mash it down into these grooves here. All right, that looks good enough there. I'm going to add some water to it. Then I'm going to dump that water out. I'm going to take my shave brush here, and I'm actually going to rinse my hands off because I got that soap all over my hands. My hands are pretty slick. All right, I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to dip it in the water. No need to soak it. It's a synthetic. I'm going to knock all that water out of there. And then let's get to building this lather. I would have to say this is a very thirsty soap. Look at how beautiful it is though. Hopefully you can see the sheen on it. Yeah, the way it foamed up is just lovely. Beautiful, beautiful soap. So the cushion is absolutely, definitely there. So I'm going to get my little bougie sprayer here. Get my face wet. I'm going to get lathered up here. I actually did shave with this soap once before. The video that I shot was ruined due to my mic picking up a wire that was clinking up against the light fixture up here. And I thought about doing a voiceover and I tried, but it didn't. It wasn't the same. It wasn't coming out all that great. So I was like, oh, I'll wait a couple of days. I'll get some more growth on my face and we'll shoot it over again. Such a lovely smelling soap here. So I'm going to get just a little bit more of this lather because it whipped up a good amount of lather there. Get a little more on my face here. I don't need to be stingy with it. There's quite a bit of lather there. All right, that looks good enough there. So I'm going to get my blade in this razor properly because I do have a blade in there, but it is in there backwards or upside down. So what I'll do is I'll take the blade out. Then I'll set it in there properly. So I'll get it in there just like that. Looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spray my face down just to get a little bit of hydration on this soap. Doesn't need it, but I'm going to. And then I'm going to start right over here on this side. All right, that's it for the first pass. I'm going to hydrate my face a little bit, and I'm going to get some more lather on. Get ready to go for the second pass across the grain. All right, that's plenty there. We're going to go across the grain here. I'm going to lather up one more time for a third pass against the grain. So I'll get into my shave soap here. We'll get it on our face. All right, we're going to go across the grain here. I'm sorry, against the grain. All right, let's rinse off, see where we're at. I got a good clean shave with that razor. Got a little tiny bit here. I can use the residual here. It's not a whole ton of residual, but I do have a little bit of residual with this soap. Okay, it looks like I'm rinsed off pretty good there. I'm going to take my Allen block. Not even sure if I showed it earlier. Go over my face here. There's really no stinging. Got a little bit of tingling right here on my chin. Nothing on my mustache area. Good shave. I do got a couple of pimples right here. I'm surprised I didn't take them off and they started bleeding. That's good. So I'm going to leave this Allen block on my face for about 30 seconds. Now rinse it off. All right, I got that Allen block rinsed off pretty good. I got soap all over the place. I'm going to pat my face dry here. I'm going to grab some of this witch hazel. Spray it on my face. That witch hazel has tremendous healing factories. Is that right? Factories? Has tremendous healing factories. Oh, it sounds right. Este witch hazel está pero rete bueno. That sounds right. All right. So I got that on my face. Sacagawea by Strike Gold Shave Aftershave Splash. Shake this guy up pretty good because this Strike Gold Shave there aftershaves, they do settle. They do settle really well. So final thoughts on this soap. When I whipped it up in the lather, it felt like it had great cushion. When I put it on my face and I started shaving with it, it felt like it could use a little bit more cushion. I didn't feel the cushion on my face the way I did in the shave bowl. But it was still really good. It gave me a really good shave. It's a decent soap. And like Sean said, it's one of his babies, so to speak, that he's working with. And it's one of the soaps that he's going to improve on. And as far as the slickness goes, I did have some residual there. It wasn't like a ton of residual, but there's definitely some residual there. So as far as the cushion, I think the cushion can be improved on, which I know it is being improved on. And the slickness, I think he said that this soap doesn't have, the normal amount of fats. So, with that being said, whatever my assessment is here, I know that his next batch is going to be improved upon. And Sean, what you're doing with these soaps and the way this soap performed here, I think you're on the right track as far as, trying to figure out what works. And I think as soon as you take all these hypotheses and put them all together and combine your soap, I think it is going to be a tremendous product. And I can't wait for you to put it all together and see what that's going to turn out to be. I know it's going to be fantastic, because if you're just playing with this stuff and you're looking for feedback, and your feedback is pretty much positive, constructive criticism, you know, as far as like the cushion and the slickness, I know you're improving, and I know how intelligent you are, and I know how much work you're putting into it. And I know you're going to take this stuff, you're going to take what we're assessing, and you're just going to build upon it, and man, it's going to be tremendous. So I'm very excited for you, brother. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to review this and to shave with it and see where it was at. But anyway, those are my final thoughts on this soap. As far as I'm concerned, the scent was really good. Just the cushion and the slickness, I know you're working on that, and it's just going to get better and better. I know that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Sean, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope what I said helps you. And yeah, it was an honor, and it was a pleasure. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you're not and you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Hey, you guys take care of yourselves here. God bless.